What is this place, and what happens in there? Answer: the Champion Shepherdson Building, also known as the Princeton Art Guild, and it's the oldest building in downtown Princeton. 200 years old this year. In this quick video, I'm going to show you some of the things we do. In December and January each year, we schedule our local middle and high school art students to exhibit work in our main gallery. We've been doing this for several years. It's a fun and colorful display. Let's take a look at some of the work that's been on exhibit. The work that you see here is under the direction of the Caldwell County Middle School art teacher, Miranda Meeks, and the Caldwell County High School art teacher, Audrey Bartolotti. Last year, we had several collaborative art exhibits in our gallery. This exhibit shows the work of Mr. Richie McKinney, who has over 45 years of experience as a sign painter and artist in the Princeton area. With no formal training, Mr. McKinney learned from experience that when others believe in you, you believe in yourself. Also, you will see the work of 6 students that studied under Mr. McKinney at his artwork studio located on North Harrison Street in Princeton. Some of the exhibiting artists here are Glenda Gilkey, Sandra Lockhart, Irene Hale, Moretta Hall, Diana Orange, and Sandra Littlejohn. Jan Farley's solo show in our main gallery was a combination of photography and watercolors related to the region. A self-taught artist, Farley uses balance, depth, and color to tell a visual story in her work. Farley was awarded Artist of the Year at the Guild House in 2015, where she is an active member. She also stays busy as a member of the Watercolor Artists Guild of Trigg, Line, and Caldwell Counties, the Southern Watercolor Society, the Hopkinsville Art Guild, and the Paducah Area Painters Alliance. Jan has posters of her recent watercolor of the Princeton Art Guild, and they are available to purchase at the Guild House for $20. A great gift of a beautiful historical building in our downtown by a fabulous artist. Last summer, we were honored to exhibit prints of just some of the work of Mr. Charles Alvin Lisenby. Born in 1924 in Princeton, Kentucky, Mr. Lisenby was an American production designer who helped define scenic design in early color television, including the use of neon lighting for shows. He also invented lighted steps as a feature and was the first to implement large block letters which actors could sit on as part of the set. During his impressive 50-year career span, Charles Lisenby was nominated for 16 Emmys and won 3. He was inducted into the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame in 2010. Lisenby, who passed away August 23, 2013, was inducted into the Art Directors Guild Hall of Fame in 2015. On June 4, 2016, the Princeton Art Guild held a reception in honor of Charles Lisenby and had a ceremony naming our main gallery the Charles Alvin Lisenby Gallery. The Art Guild sponsored an art therapy workshop at the Christian Care Center of Catawba with instructor Mary Crowell. The Guild used half of a Walmart grant to provide supplies to the center and instructor Mary Crowell to continue offering art therapy classes for the residents. The work you see here on exhibit in the Charles Alvin Lisenby Gallery is from that workshop, along with other workshops Ms. Crowell instructed at their facility. Sion Wallace, barbed wire artist, grew up in Silent Hill, Jamaica, and now currently resides in Cadiz, Kentucky. Sion is an artist of many mediums, from sketching to painting to pastels and watercolors and most any medium he can find. In 2013, Sion created a unique artistry using old barbed wire. Despite no formal art training, he uses this medium to convey artistic beauty in works that are original, unique, thought-provoking, and inspirational. Sion is also an active musician, playing a variety of instruments, singing and performing with other local artists, as well as a motivational speaker. Sion Wallace can be reached through his website at www.windowsofopportunity.com and on his Facebook page at Sion Wallace, barbed wire artist, /inspirational and motivational speaker. Marty Kaiser's solo show in the Charles Alvin Lisenby Gallery showed not only her intellectual admiration for unique shapes and colors of the natural world, but also a deep, organic love of nature. Kaiser enjoys creating unique images using toning, hand coloring, negative imaging, and other alternative techniques. She finds beauty and elegance in the emotional moods of black and white photography. However, she also embraces the beautiful colors of nature in the images she captures across the country. Now a grandmother and noted photographer, she and her husband happily live in rural western Kentucky. To further explore her work, visit her website at www.martykaiserphoto.com and Kaiser Creations Photography on Facebook. Now let's take a look at what else happens inside the Princeton Art Guild. The Art Guild hosted several workshops throughout the year with instructor Mary Crowell leading the way. From making pendants from a spoon to window painting classes to several creative painting classes, including this Farewell Winter, Hello Spring class. The paint class was an abstract snow scene with bright blooming trees on canvas. The end result of each painting was absolutely gorgeous. From first-time painters to experienced painters, these classes are such a great way to escape from the hustle of everyday life. It's a time to learn different techniques, laugh, and make new friends. Ms. Crowell began offering paint-along classes on textured paper. The instructor will start with a blank canvas and you will follow along. It's usually a 1 to 2 hour class. All paint materials are provided, and it's $15 a person for the paint-along classes. Classes are posted on my Facebook page at Melissa A. Peak and also on the Princeton Art Guild's Facebook page. It's a great date night, best friends night out, or a getaway for yourself. And if you have any further questions about our upcoming classes, you can also call the Guild House at 270-365-3959. Did I mention we have children's classes too? The Art Guild doesn't just have a gallery to view art. We have a large children's classroom upstairs too. Mary Crowell instructs these classes and believes that most important of all, we must always praise our children's work, even if it doesn't look quite like we think it should. What the children have created has come from their minds into their hands and made into their very own version of a masterpiece. Take a look at this clip from a shadow puppet class.
Started. Once upon a time what?
Once a time there was a mouse, then there was a dog. So this mouse and dog was best friends a minute ago. So that's when they walked along.
Each unique individual has his or her own way of creating, and that's what makes art the awesome activity it is. Miss Mary says it's one of the few activities that has no rules. In our classes, we're here to give ideas and guidance, but the final product is their very own creation. Remember, your child is learning so much more than art. They're learning to express themselves in a healthy manner. They're learning creative problem solving, motor skills, healthy pride, and to think for themselves. Miss Mary says, art is so much more than paper, paint, scissors, and glue. Art is everything. We live with art every day, from the clothing we wear to the architecture of our homes to the cars we drive and the music we listen to. Ms. Crowell is instructing children's workshops in sessions. Session 3 is scheduled to begin March 14th, and the class is booked solid. Watch our Facebook post and the local newspaper, the Times Leader, for future sessions, and call us to reserve a spot for your young artist. Each year, the Guild has been involved with the Caldwell County High School's Career Shadowing Day. Volunteer speakers are lined up to come in and speak with the students about art in its many forms. Here you will see author Geraldine Stith and motivational speaker Sion Wallace with students from the most recent shadowing program.
At anywhere and you touch anything, remember, once you put your hands on it, it's representing you. Now, how do you want your work to represent you? In a sloppy way? Or in a great, perfect way. So that's the amount of energy we're going to put into whatever we do. That's the amount of passion that we're going to put in there. Make sure that whatever we touch, people have to come and say, yes, I love that. Who did that?
At our annual meeting, we honor our Bill Grandstaff Artist of the Year. The 2016 recipient of that award was sculptor artist Matt Large. We also honored our Volunteer of the Year, Stacy Minzer. We love having visitors at the Guild House. If you have a group or organization that would like to tour the Guild House and also find out more about what we do here, please call us and we will set up a date and time to make that happen. A field trip to the Guild House makes a wonderful idea for homeschool groups too. Here, we scheduled the field trip, they brought in sack lunches, and we had a paint class with the director. We painted hot cocoa and coffee in mugs on wood boards with acrylic paints. Let me show you how the Princeton Art Guild reaches into the community too. We don't just stay inside the Guild House to paint or show artwork. The photos you are seeing here are from a workshop at the Pennyroyal Industries in Princeton. We want our community to know that art is important everywhere. It's therapeutic in more ways than I can explain here. We try to schedule at least one workshop a year, someplace that we can go in and create art with a group and leave supplies for them to continue painting long after we're gone. You may see us at the local farmers market reading books and coloring. If you see our giant patchwork blanket on the ground with crayons and books everywhere, we're just out and about letting parents and kiddos know we care and we want the community involved with our activities at the Guild House. The Pennington Festival is a free 2-day music festival held in downtown Princeton the first weekend of June, thanks to its many, many sponsors. year, the Pennington Festival Committee and Chairperson Stacy Mincer work hard to bring a top-notch music festival to downtown Princeton. Mark your calendar and plan to attend this year's 20th Annual Pennington Festival that will be held June 2nd and 3rd, 2017 on the Butler Lawn in Princeton, Kentucky. Have you ever been to the Black Patch Heritage Days Festival in Princeton? It's a street festival held in September each year in downtown. The Princeton Art Guild sets up what we call Art in the Park. Here you will find some of the very best handmade, handcrafted arts and crafts available anywhere. As we scroll through these photos, you're most certainly going to see items you would have purchased for yourself or as a gift, or maybe to decorate your home or office. Every artist you see here are local artists and members of the Princeton Art Guild. We set up together in one location, and if you haven't visited our Art in the Park, we hope you will mark your calendar for this year's event scheduled for Saturday, September 9th, 2017. If you are an artist with handcrafted and handmade items only and wish to receive information about setting up at this event, call, message, or email the Art Guild and we will send registration information to you. Here you will see an 18-piece art exhibit showing the tobacco process from planting to marketing. We placed the exhibit at the George Kuhn Public Library in downtown Princeton during the Black Patch Heritage Festival and during the crop season. The entire exhibit was completed by Princeton artist Al Curry. Photos here are one of the children's classes at the Guild House. String Beans Coffee Shop on Main Street in downtown Princeton has showcased artwork from the Guild House on more than one occasion. If you haven't been there, please make plans to go. They're on Facebook. Just look up String Beans. Coleman's Boot Store on Main Street has also showcased artwork from our young artists of the Princeton Art Guild. We are profoundly grateful for the businesses we have in Princeton, Kentucky, and want to thank them for their support. Find them on Facebook at Coleman Shoes, Repair, and Bootery. The Artisan Festival Singer-Songwriters Showcase is an annual fundraiser for the Princeton Art Guild and located at the Eddie Grove Vineyard in Princeton, Kentucky. Here you will find local and area artists set up selling handcrafted work and fine arts.
It's not the best for working on emotional range. Are we doomed as a species to just wander lost at some finer, greater purpose? But we just forgot. Time to clear your head, darling. Your favorite TV show is on.
Planters Bank of Princeton sponsored a singer-songwriter series, and we are entertained all throughout the day from some of the finest musicians anywhere in the country or abroad, with all original songs.
They see the love in me that my daddy showed. Yeah, there's some things that I won't forget, no matter where I go. They're buried in my head like a sweet melody. The best of my memories there's some things that stuck with me.
The Timberdoodle restaurant has food and drink available all day and into the evening.
I can do this alone now. I still I still
Did I mention this is a family-friendly event with free hay rides and children's activities?
Prettiest girl that you ever did see. And we had a child, and we had one more. So I quit school and the grocery store. And the day she killed me was on August 1st. Should have been gone before July.
Come prepared to relax, shop, listen to the music, and eat some fabulous food.
Yes, I've got to get away from this southern town. That soggy flatland, you know it's getting me down. Gonna ride on the rail in the roaring rain. I'm getting off that train in Millinocket, Maine.
Amazing original art for sale. And remember, I said this is a singer-songwriter series. These are original songs written by these artists, all-day music you can't hear just anywhere. We hope you'll make plans to join us at this year's Artisan Fest.
I want to talk to you and I don't want no lip. Girl, what you're doing's wrong and you now you gotta quit, oh baby. Oh baby, what a shame. Well, I'm tired of your fooling. I'm done tired of your game. You've been ripping and running, tearing up the town.
Now we're back in downtown. The Brantley Building at the corner of Washington and South Jefferson Street showcases the Way Long Gone murals painted by Princeton artist Mr. Richie McKinney and owned by the Princeton Art Guild. A dedication ceremony and blessing of the murals was held last November in conjunction with the Trail of Tears Park ceremony, planting of a Junaluska tree. Mr. McKinney talked about the mural and what it represents, and Jeanette Parent blessed our murals with amazing grace. The Guild has been so busy all year long and needed some attention of its own as well. Thanks to a grant, we were able to paint the sashes, sills, and doors. Thanks to Randy Meeks and Jimmy McDaniel for your professional services to our beloved building. And thanks to Bruce Perkins for volunteering your time to give our courtyard a much-needed pressure wash. And thanks, Bruce, for building the planter boxes and helping to paint the trees for the new look at the Guild House. Inside the Guild House, you will find local and area artwork on site for sale and show. Every paid member of the Guild has the option of putting their artwork in the Guild House for sale or show. An individual membership to the Princeton Art Guild is $20 a year, and a family membership is only $30 a year. Other categories of donation range from donors to friends of the Guild to patrons and benefactors. Regardless of whether you are a member or not, we want you to stop in and visit the Guild House as often as you can. Know that you can support artists in a variety of ways. You can visit their exhibits, leave comments in the guest register, stop in during opening receptions to personally meet the exhibiting artists, and also by encouraging others to visit as well. The Princeton Art Guild works hard to promote the work of our members, as well as local organizations, businesses, and individuals who recognize the importance of art in our community.